Hi, my name is Sharon. I am 30 years old and I am going for school for nursing and I babysit and I'm married to Tyler.
I'm Tyler. I'm also 30 years old. I work in cybersecurity. I just got my 4-year degree from Metro in cybersecurity.
I wanted to share my story in this podcast because I've seen how the campaign has helped other women to share their emotions through when they're pregnant or have experienced a loss.
Um, I'm sharing as kind of an activity to do with my wife to help us kind of process this information. Also, when we were going through it, it helped me a lot to know that we weren't alone as a couple going through this.
Um, when when we knew that we were pregnant, I was very excited to share the story with Tyler and um, to share it with others too. And we were very excited to share the news to like our family and friends like more openly. And then we went to the doctor's appointment and we got the news that our baby didn't have a heartbeat. So that's when we felt like really sad and emotional.
Um, yeah, the way I would explain it was like going from getting the best news in the world to getting some of the worst news in the world in a very short amount of time.
It
It was
happened so
just a
fast.
week in between the appointments when we found out the baby was healthy and the baby wasn't, and it felt terrible.
Yeah. I felt really supported by you. Um, it was really good that when I was very emotional and like crying and like when I didn't want to do anything, you were there to like hold me like I was the most precious thing that you had there. Like you were very supportive in my emotions and like you let me cry and you let me tell you how I was feeling during that moment. I was very supported by you.
Yeah. Um, I felt supported. But like you helped me out a lot through that situation. We kind of took our turns, I think, leaning on each other. Um, I felt a lot of the same things that you described, but towards you.
Mm.
Um, it was nice that my mom helped us out the day of, as much as she dropped a lot
Yeah.
of stuff that day to kind of help us out, because it was one of the worst days I've ever had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully she was there, and thankfully you've been there whenever I was down.
I don't think I felt unsupported. My friends and family were there for me, like uh, with text messages or like with a call. They were very supportive there too.
Yeah, same. It's difficult. We told some people, but not everyone. So some people still don't know. Um, but the people who did know, who did find out, or that we did tell, um, good friends of ours and family, I think, have been very supportive of us.
For me, I feel like sometimes I'm like super happy. Um, like it's a brand new day and I'm happy because of that. But then I'm just not doing anything or my mind is not using its potential to do something, and that's when I remember and that's when I get sad again. So I do feel like emotions fluctuate, like during the day, during the week. Now it's been a month and I'm still sad at moments, so I just feel like it does change during time.
Mm-hmm. Mine's it's really when it like if I'm busy, I don't think about it, and as soon as I stop being busy and I'm just myself, that's when those thoughts start to come back again. So yeah, it's not linear for me either. But grief hasn't been linear for me and a lot of other things either. Yes, but not. I wasn't necessarily hiding it. I don't think it's just we haven't told everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you just being. That's just in a weird situation. There's a lot of people who just didn't know we were pregnant. Um, so I don't know. I'm not even sure how to answer that.
I feel like I feel like because our families knew, I feel like that has been easier for them to like talk to us and like ask us questions about how we're feeling, and like yeah, what you said, not a lot of people knew, so I feel like that's even harder to like express emotions. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like because
Because to tell them that you lost a baby, you also have to tell them
That you
were
were
about to
pregnant,
have
yeah.
a baby. So,
It's just hard to.
so I think that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because like maybe they can see us sad, but they don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But
and to
we have
explain
to
it
explain
to
it
them,
again.
yeah, I think that's
It
way
just
more difficult.
the grief is still there.
It's actually why I'm happy we told some of the people we did, even if it was early on.
Yeah. I feel like I am anxious about what's gonna happen if we, like, whenever we try again. It's gonna be that anxiety that I feel scared about it happening again. Um. So I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be a little hard to
Mm-hmm. I think it's definitely gonna be hard
to do it again
Mm-hmm.
because you're like with that fear.
Yeah, like 100% agree. I don't know how you don't come away from that without having more anxiety in the
Yeah.
future. I mean, just getting supportive feedback and words from them, whether it's phone calls, in person, or text messages, even that much helps. I think one piece of support that helped me a lot was I had no idea how common it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so hearing how common it was from other people when we told them what happened to us, I mean, it sounds bad that made me feel better, but
Yeah.
it sucks. It just sucks being alone in that situation, and then finding
Yeah, I
out
feel like
you aren't is.
I feel like a lot of women have been through it, and that we know of we know that because a lot of people have been telling us about that. But it's also like the support that I've felt that I've received is like friends bringing us food
Mm-hmm.
when like we didn't even want to cook, or when we didn't even want to go out, or like just ordering something from DoorDash is like super hard to do,
Mm-hmm.
and like people bringing us food or being supportive in that way is like super nice.
I mean, some people, I think they're trying to help, but they end up kind of diminishing what happened, and I don't think they realize they're doing it. I think sometimes they say like, well, the baby was only so far along,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like when it happens, it sucks. It.
Yeah, you're hopeful. Like
Mm-hmm.
you had all those emotions with you already. Like you
Yeah.
were already happy that you had that news.
Yeah.
And then.
And I don't think there's one person that said that to me, and I was like, I don't think they meant it maliciously at all. I think they were trying to help, but it just was not a good attempt.
Mm-hmm.
It was a genuine attempt, but it wasn't a quality one.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like like a person told me like, yeah, that happens to a lot of women, and it's like, yeah, but that doesn't make me feel that better. Like, I know a lot of people go through that, but I just feel like it's not a it's encouraging in a way, but at the same time it's like, well, what else is there, like what can we do for it to not happen as often, like what scientific explanation, or like where can we find more information about why it happens. It is what is like in my heart and in my mind all the time.
I asked what's wrong a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like not to say that you weren't feeling that much grief, but like me, that I was carrying the baby, and like me feeling like all the emotions and all the hormonal changes, and like doing stuff for a reason, like meaningful for someone else, because I knew that the baby was with me. I feel like that's I felt it a little more, but I feel like I was telling you like stuff that the baby was developing like each week, and like I feel like explaining that to you was making you involved more too.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like um, that way of communicating was lost once like we had that, like the procedure done. And I feel like that communication of us being so happy and like explaining how the baby was going, it just like went down. Like it went down like a hill, and I was like, okay, then what are we gonna talk about now?
Mm-hmm. I think it was for the most part pretty good. I don't think we had any bad experiences that I remember.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like
a lot of caring. They sent us a nice card. They sent us a really nice card.
Mm-hmm. After we had the surgical procedure, they sent us a card saying that they hope we recover soon, and like the doctors were like saying how sad they were about what had happened. They were very honest on saying that they don't have like a clear explanation of why this happens, And I feel like that's fair on them too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can't expect that they know everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very honest.
Yeah.
What I've done is, I think, staying active, not necessarily like trying to like push what happened out of your head by doing a bunch of stuff, but like acknowledging it happened and still keeping up with like day-to-day stuff, especially things that you enjoy. So like I like to disc golf a lot, so I didn't just stop doing stuff like that. I went out, especially with friends, and just tried to, I don't know, I guess not take my mind off of it, but don't let it affect my day-to-day normal life, because I think that's it. Like if you let it get to that point, you become like a shut-in. I've done that in the past where I've just become a shut-in about something, and then it gets even more difficult to kind of break out of that back into your normal life again. So like try to keep going with your normal life, but not in like a way that you're trying to forget something.
I feel like because I had to be in bed like the majority of the time after we had the surgical procedure done, I feel like that was like my depression point. Like not doing anything, just watching videos, um, watching shows, just like sleeping and doing nothing. I feel like that got me to a point of like being so depressed that I was like, okay, I have to move, I have to keep doing school, I have to catch up with homework, catch up with quizzes, whatever, go to work again. And before everything happened, I used to go to the gym and do my bar classes and all that stuff and walking and being active. That I feel like that helped with coping with the situation. Not that what you mentioned, like it's still sad and we're still gonna have that grief in in our hearts, but I feel like being active and doing the stuff that we like are helping with moving forward, like doing stuff that we like to do. I feel like it's also been like useful and like nice to do stuff together, like cooking at night and like making dinner for like having that time for being together. I feel like that has helped too with coping with the situation. We are thankful for her village for hosting this podcast, and we really want other people to see our story and to feel that they can be supported by family, friends, and their health providers as well.
Sometimes she shares her emotions very well. Sometimes not at all. So
No.
don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like as a couple we have to communicate a little bit more on how we're feeling,
Mm-hmm.
so that my husband can feel more included in how this situation went as well too, because like those emotions or the hormonal changes influence both of us, not only me as the pregnant woman who I was, but also you as my husband. So we're really thankful for this podcast.